This bookshelf speaker is Magnat Signature 503. I have to admit, this is the very first Magnat I ever tried. In fact, I have very limited information about the brand. All I knew about Magnat was they are located in Germany but making their products in China. I looked up on the internet just as I got this speaker and found out Magnat makes many audio products, including home theater stuff. This 503 is the cheapest audio bookshelf Magnat offers. Well, it looks fairly plain. There is no presence of exotic material, which is understandable given the price tag of say 500 US in the place I live. It has fake wood veneer finish, but the front baffle is with more stylish piano black finish. I say Magnat has gone to the right direction, applying more costly option effectively. Front baffle is the side users mostly face, and it is less sensitive to dust attraction thanks to gravity. The truth is, it looks much better than more expensive Paradigm 200B or Pork Audio L200, which I reviewed previously. It is a relatively lightweight speaker despite its size, and I can hear light resonance when I knock it on the enclosure. It is a kind of speaker that does not suppress resonance. Grill pins are used in 503 for fixing speaker grill, and there is rather annoying high resolution audio tag. It is all for the marketing, I guess, which I do not see any point, by the way. Anyway, high resolution audio tag is on the speaker. At the back, it is all pretty standard. The usuals, simple functioning ports are included, and there are bi-wiring binding ports. Well, I'm not a fan of bi-wiring binding ports, especially in the speaker costing $500 for a pair, but I respect why some audiophiles prefer them over single wiring binding ports. Okay, units. The woofers look fairly common, but quite surprisingly, they are paper cones. Some may think paper is an outdated material, and I'm not one of them. I've seen and heard many great speakers with paper cones, so it is not a bad thing, at least in the way I see it. 503 gets more interesting when it comes to tweeters. 503 uses 2 tweeters per channel, including super tweeter, which makes 503 as a 3-way speaker. Such approach is not entirely uncommon. Perhaps the most non-exotic speakers next door using 2 tweeters per channel is Sony's SS-CS5. 3-way speakers tend to spread sound more effortlessly over 2-way speakers, but may lose intensity if not well configured. Plus, there is a greater chance of unwanted intervention due to more involvement of crossover. There is no apparent indication from this budget speaker, at least from its appearance. But once I play the music, 503 truly sings. At least it sings way better than Paradigm 200B or Pork Audio L200. I really don't see why this entry-level speaker sounds this good. First, it has great balance. Everything sounds so naturally with 503. There is no major flaw in the reproduction, which makes 503 a persuasive performer. 503 plays well with Brahms's Violin Sonata or Ravel's String Quartet to Herbie Hancock's Funk Rhythm or Supertramp's laser sharp arrangement. It gets better and only costs like $500. And there is gracefulness in 503's sound. Bowing of violin is so laser sharp and yet not without gracefulness. There were only a few speakers that I know performing with such class for less than $1,000. And at the same time, 503 is very precise, which led to great balance, of course, and very airy too. Meanwhile, vocal reproduction requires careful setting for the optimal performance, which I find little unusual, since vocal is usually easier to reproduce than most other genres with most other loudspeakers. There are, however, other things to consider. 503 is fairly big, So using the speaker on the desk is simply out of the question. But then again, I always recommend to use speaker stands for all bookshelf speakers. If you are after dark sound or prefer heavy, thick bass, you might be better off with choosing other avenue. 503 may require careful system matching also. I do not know how much 503 will get fussy with its matching components, but there is a possibility given its highly transparent nature, and this can be problematic because many audiophiles matching their speakers with rather cheaper components. Finally, availability can be an issue. I could only find very limited information about the brand, even on the internet. Nevertheless, I'm still amazed at 503 with all this greatness for half grand. I guess I would recommend this speaker for audiophiles in the vicinity for some time. I'll be back with DAX next time. Thanks for watching and see you soon.